Welcome to my views and news, an important news story for you, exclusive information which we got through some sources from the Amhara region of Ethiopia. These days, a lot is happening in the Amhara region, security issues, political tensions, operation against Fano, protests against government. That is why we're trying to cover whatever is happening there. This information which we got through some sources indicates that government is adopting conflicting strategies to disband, to crush Amhara Fano, which seems to be becoming a challenge for the regional government and Ethiopian federal government. A few weeks ago, when Amhara Special Force was disbanded, all regional special forces were disbanded. Back then, Ethiopian federal government, PM Abiy, Communication Ministry, Amhara PP leaders all took one position. They said that there should be only police in a region. In a region, there should be only police, regional police and prison police. There must not be any third force in a region. And on federal level, there are federal forces like federal police and National Defense Force. So that is why other forces should be restructured, disbanded. They should become part of either police or federal forces. That is why Amhara Special Force was disbanded. It was said that other regional special forces were disbanded too. It means that there must not be a new militia, formation of any new militia in any part of Ethiopia. But reportedly, a plan is being considered for raising a militia in the Amhara region. Government is considering this plan, and some say a decision has been made. Why is the government raising a new militia while special forces have been disbanded? And who are going to be the part of this militia? Who will pay the salaries? Well, in Oromia, we saw, in other parts of Ethiopia as well, we saw this experiment by regional governments that they raised militias to counter armed factions. In Oromia, Gichana Sarna was raised, a militia backed by the government, regional government, backed by Oromia region's president. And that militia was involved in operations against Ola. The militia worked in assistance to assist Ethiopian army regional forces against Ola. And we saw similar militias raised in other parts of Ethiopia too in the past. Purpose was to crush local armed groups through these local militias with less involvement of regional forces and federal forces. Same experiment is going to be tried in the Amhara region, reportedly. So while we know that Ethiopian army is finding it difficult to launch a major operation against Fano. Why? Because there are people between Fano and Ethiopian army. So Ethiopian army does not want to be visibly involved in a large-scale operation in the Amhara region, because if it happens, it will pit the Amhara people against Ethiopian army. That is what Ethiopian army has been trying to avoid. So now the solution which seems to be under consideration is that there should be a formation of a new militia. Amhara Special Force disbanded. Why? Because Amhara Special Force members were seen as supportive of Fano. They fought together against Tigray too. So that is why ASF disbanded, because ASF was not willing to launch major operations against Fano. ASF dismantled. Now, a regional militia could be formed in the Amhara region. Who will pay the salaries? Who will be recruited? Who will train? Well, what we have learned is that first criteria and the foremost criteria is loyalty. The government wants those to join this militia who support the Prosperity Party, who support the government, who support the Prosperity Party. So first and the foremost criteria is loyalty with Prosperity Party. Second criteria is that this is just one main criteria. Youth and farmers will be recruited. Secondly, thirdly, these militia members will be paid salaries. It's not that they will be unpaid or they'll be paid not regularly. They'll be regularly paid like a force. Who will pay the salaries? Reportedly a regional government, though talks underway. What will be Ethiopian Army's role? Ethiopian National Defense Force will train this new militia. And then in coordination with Ethiopian Army, this militia will operate in the Amhara region. Amhara police is not trained and equipped to counter Fano. Fano has now Fano militia consists of Fano fighters and former Amhara Special Force members. Both are battle hardened. They fought against Tigray fighters. So Amhara police cannot contain Fano and former Amhara Special Force members. Ethiopian army does not want to be involved because people then start taking on Ethiopian army. That is why this solution has been found, or you can say the solution has been proposed. Most sources say it has been agreed. So you will see that if the plan is implemented in coming days, you will start seeing the recruitments. Local farmers, unemployed youth will be recruited. Recruitment will start at cabinet level. Purpose is to involve locals against Fano, in the operations against Fano. So in coming days, at cabinet level, you could see start of recruitments, and people closer to Prosperity Party officials, PP Party members, youth, farmers could be recruited. They'll have employment, they'll have jobs, they'll be paid on a monthly basis. Then recruitments will start. Training will start, and after that, operations. Can this plan of raising a militia to counter Fano work? Too early to say. We don't know. Similar plans did not work in Oromia, in BG, where we saw that armed groups could not be eliminated by local militias. Rather, it leads to more security challenges. These government-backed militias sometimes turn into anti-government militias. So it adds to already existing security challenges for the regional governments. Experiment failed in Oromia, now it is being tried in Amhara. Can we say that the Ethiopian army is short of options? It does not have many options, because it has disbanded special force members. Special force was to some extent supportive of Fano. So what options does Ethiopian army have to contain Fano? Either it should be involved directly, or it should have someone to fight on its behalf. This someone to fight on its behalf is the militia, which is going to be raised in coming days and weeks in Amhara. Let's see what happens. We'll try to keep monitoring this development, very important development in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.